Hi guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. We are the WeThinkCode sisters. I'm Stipend, and as promised, this is our segment. So that's why Tando's not here. Welcome to my first video of my segment, and it's basically about WeThinkCode, right? I am a WeThinkCode student. I've been under WeThinkCode for the past 7 months, if I'm counting correctly. And I'm here to help you guys. People are about to start with their boot camps. People who still want to apply because applications are still open. um yeah, I'm here to be the big sister that I needed, right? Yeah. So I have a few questions that I got asked by people who are applying, people who are about to start their boot camps, and etc. So the first question is, what is WeThinkCode? WeThinkCode is an institution that teaches you how to code. Basically, that's what it is, right? But it's a lot different from universities and colleges because you don't have lectures, you don't have classes like maybe you need to attend from 8 to 9 and the next lecture is at 10 to 12. No, you don't have all of that, but I'll explain as the video goes on. Yeah, it is free. WeThinkCode is free. It's a sponsored institution, so your sponsors basically pay for your fees and everything else. And then, so the next question is, how long is the course? The course is 16 months long. Yeah, it's 16 months long. They split the 16 months into first year and second year, and yeah, so that's how they do it. Are applications open? Yes, applications are still open according to my knowledge. I hope I'm not lying to you, but I did check before I filmed this video and it seemed as if I could still apply. Okay, so application process, right? So with your application process, you're expected to write an aptitude test where, so the test has got nothing to do with tech, it's just general knowledge, it's numbers and whatever. And then once you have passed your aptitude test, you get your results in like 10 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. You get your results in 10 minutes max, and you get to apply for your bootcamp. Now, the boot camp is a 6-day or 5-day. Mine was 6 days, but I think this year it's 5 days. So in the first 3 days of your boot camp, it's individual work, right? Where you learn the basics of coding, Python language, right? You learn the basics of coding, while loops, for loops, basics, but now you're writing tests along with them. So the minute you're done with the for loops, you write a test about them. The minute you're done with the while loops, you write a test about them and whatever, right? And then and then the last 3 days of the boot camp, the last 2 days of the boot camp is group work, right? It's group work where you guys get a group project and you're expected to do something as a group. You guys are allocated different tasks and you guys now start working as a group and need to submit something on, I think, the last day, the 5th day, right? And then you're reviewed based on your work. You need to explain your code so that they see that you understood and you didn't cheat and whatsoever. And then on the 6th day, you write a test, right? Now, on that test is basically everything that you should have learned in the week. In the week of the boot camp, everything that you should have learned, everything that you should understand before you go into WeThinkCode. And then you get your results. You get your results of your test. I don't know after how long, because I got mine like I think 4 days after my test. And then so after the test there is an interview, right? An interview to test if, so WeThinkCode is a peer-to-peer learning space, right? And the interview, I was told, is to test if you are really as social, right? I didn't do the interview, so I can't tell you guys much about that, but there is an interview after the boot camp and then you get accepted basically into WeThinkCode and everything. So okay, I'll explain my journey in WeThinkCode and how everything went for me in another video. Okay, so the next question is, when does the academic year start? Okay, that is quite confusing because most academic years start in Jan, right? But with WeThinkCode, it starts in September. Yeah, it starts in September. So by September, everyone would have done their boot camps. Everyone would have been accepted. Yeah, September. What language is used in the bootcamp? Python. What is a cohort? Okay, so basically it's a year, like class off type of a thing. So I started WeThinkCode in 2022, right? So I am cohort 2022, right? If there's no lectures, how does it operate? Okay, like I said, it is a peer-to-peer learning environment, meaning that you learn from your peers. So basically they give you guys the curriculum, right, the notes and stuff, and you just study from that. You can use obviously Google and any other help you can get from the internet, if you don't understand what's on the curriculum, and then they give you a project and you just work on understanding what's in the project, if that makes sense. So your lectures, basically your notes and your peers. The minute you don't understand anything. So another thing with WeThinkCode, they have, so some people there are experienced, some people have been coding for a while, some people have qualifications of software, computer science and stuff. So you can actually get help from people who actually understand the stuff. For me, it was different because I was straight out of high school, so I had no experience in coding. And so yeah, that's how the peer-to-peer learning comes in, right? Some are more experienced than the others, some understand faster than the others, and you guys just help each other through that. Next question. Okay, is there a stipend and how much is it? So there is a stipend, but it comes with conditions. The conditions are that you need to cover 40 hours a week on campus, meaning 8 hours a day, right? Stipend ranges from 1.8 to 2.8. Yes, I didn't want to make a mistake, sorry. It ranges from 1.8 to 2.8. They just allocate you on how much you get based on your documents and stuff, and basically how much you need it, you know. And then the next question. Oh, okay, so it's based on if you guys don't have lectures, who tracks your performance and stuff. We have performance team that tracks our performance. They are on campus always. They are on campus. They check whether you're submitting, they check whether you're submitting quality code, they check whether you're not behind, so that even when you are behind you can get help. You know, they host workshops to make you understand better, because they are experienced and most of them actually went through the WeThinkCode curriculum, so they actually understand the problems you're going through. Yeah, there is performance team, and then there's campus management. When you have problems on campus, I think, yeah, something along those lines, guys. Yeah. Right. Let me look for the next question. Okay, bootcamp requirements. What do you need to know as a bootcamper? What do you need to do as a bootcamper? What is expected from you as a bootcamper? Cool. So first thing first, remember, WeThinkCode is a peer-to-peer learning experience. I cannot stress that enough. Sorry. So firstly, there will be mentors around during your bootcamp to help you. But my advice is, don't run to your mentors first when you run into a problem. Speak to your peers. Get to know your peers. They are watching that also. Get to know your peers. If you, like for me, okay, e.g., you're sitting on table number 20. You should be able to go to table number 1 to ask for help. You should be able to go to table number 50 to ask for help. Ask for help from your peers. The more you're seen walking around, helping people or asking for help, shows that you are ready for peer-to-peer. Like you wouldn't have a problem during peer-to-peer learning, right? Do not underestimate the bootcamp. There is a lot of work to do. They put you guys under a lot of pressure so that they can test if you work well under pressure, right? So get to campus as early as you can so you can cover a lot. Remember to take care of yourself too, so when you get home, rest, breathe, because it is a lot. I'll tell you guys about what I went through during my boot camp. It was a lot, trust me. But just also remember to take care of yourself. Your mental health comes first. Breathe when things are a lot for you during like the boot camp. Leave your PC and go for a walk. Maybe you'll come back after 10-15 minutes to restart, right? But the boot camp is supposed to test how much you can take, right? It is a beautiful experience, trust me. Now I can say I enjoyed my boot camp, but back then I couldn't, because yeah. Yeah. Okay, so thirdly, on the first day of your boot camp, you guys write the test, right? So basically, the purpose of the test is to check if you have prior experience and how much you really understand when it comes to programming and stuff. Now, listen carefully, because this tip is what got me through my boot camp. This is what got me accepted to WeThinkCode, right? The trick is to improve, right? I failed the first test, right? A lot of people did, right? Now that I'm looking at it from inside, a lot of people failed it, but the people who got accepted are people who improved from there. So basically the tip is, it's not about passing. The bootcamp is not about passing. Okay, it is, but it's not about passing, it's about improving. So let's say you get a 30 on your first test. You write the test like immediately when you get in on campus on the first day, you write the test, right? Let's say you get a 30 on your test, and now you're writing the quiz, you're writing the progress reviews and whatsoever. The aim is to always improve. Don't ever go back to 40 ever again. Just go up from there. Go up from there. Make sure you're getting 50, 60, and as you go, make sure you're improving. I'm not saying improve from a 30 to a 90, but you've got a whole week to do that, right? Or rather, you've got 3 days to do that. You've got a lot of time to do that, right? Your first test, you get a 50, your second a 60. Just don't go down with your marks, right? Or with your percentages and whatsoever. Just always make sure that you're going higher and higher. That's the trick to making sure that you are a step ahead from your bootcamp, in your bootcamp, right? Make sure you are peer-to-peer learning. I'm not a very social person, but that week I really said, Sihle, you are going to start conversations. You are going to ask help from other people. Do not think you are better than others. Do not isolate yourself. Do not be bougie. It won't get you anywhere. Like, I really had to put myself aside and be like, in fact, you'll struggle, Pambi. Right? But for now, they must really see that you are one for the team. Remember to take care of yourself. Remember to take care of yourself. The problem with me, okay, we'll discuss that in my video, but take care of yourself, guys. Remember, yes, you need that so much, and that bootcamp really matters, but your mental health comes first. Your physical health comes first. I would get to campus at 8, right? And leave at 5 or 6. Campus closes at 6. So I'd leave around that hour, forgetting that it takes me about 2 hours to get home. Right? So if I leave at 6, I get home at 8. I get home, I want to eat, and I still want to work. Right? Because I don't want to be behind, because I want to make sure that I am top of the game. Please rest. I didn't rest, and it didn't do me any good. In fact, I crashed on the day before my test. I couldn't take it anymore. And so my advice to you is to rest. My advice to you is to not force yourself too much. The purpose of the bootcamp is to test if you can work well under pressure, to test if you can work well when you have a lot of work to do, when you are, in very tight situations. So make sure you go there with a strategy. I didn't. Honestly, I wish I did. My bootcamp would have went a lot better. But that's one thing I would also like to say. But good luck, guys, on your bootcamp. You guys can do this. I believe in you. My Instagram is open for questions. If you guys want another Q&A, maybe you guys have more questions. My Instagram is i.m.sihle. I will post it. I will put the link to it in the description box. I will put the link to the WeThinkCode application in the description box. And good luck, guys. Can't wait to see you in the coming cohort. Thank you guys for watching. If you got this far, you are a star. And I love you. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Leave a comment down below of how you found the video, what else you want to know about my WeThinkCode experience. I am here to share it all with you because I wish someone shared it with me. For more questions, you can either ask them down in the comment section or on my Instagram. I will answer them when I can. I'll probably make another video if there's enough questions. And yeah,